Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Polo Club Domaine de Chantilly. Here we are ready to enter the second contest of the day, where Essso will be taking on Emlor here at Field of Honor number 1. We just saw the second win in the tournament for Amanara. They beat Klinova Nova Capital by 12 goals to 7, and here we are with Essso looking for their third win in the tournament against Emlor, who is looking for the second win also simultaneously. La Fija is playing against Kazakh, and La Berta is doing the same against Mungo. The lineups for today: Ian Galien, Will Harper, Facu Sola, Chulo Guerrero. Emlor with Spencer McCarthy, James Emlin, Matt Perry and Max Charlton. 16 goals apiece, no handicap difference in the beginning of the game. And the Field of Honor here. Peter Wright and Henry Fisher umpiring inside the field. Santos Anca will be the third man. Top scorers: Facu Sola, Juan Gris, Juan Martín Subía, Max Charlton and Lorenzo Chaban. Also Benja Panelo with 11 goals among the top scorers. So let's see what happens today with Max Charlton, with chances of taking a couple of steps upside. So now everything is getting set to begin. In this match, Emlor will be playing on red, Essso will be playing on white, here at Field of Honor number 1, the very same field where the finals will be taking place, on a club that will see the kickoff of the Ladies French Open next Tuesday. Also, the Trophée Castel, the 8-goal competition, and the Trophée de Capitaine de Jeu, the 4-goal competition, are underway in Chantilly. Here we are with James Emlin. A very good performance by Emlin in the beginning of this tournament. Emlor beat Los Dragones, and then Los Dragones Rouge, and then they lost against Talandrakas on a very good game last Sunday. Essso, on the other hand, beat Tedelou in their debut in this competition. And then they score another win against Choquemole. 2 wins out of 2 for Essso. So the last words there by the officials for the players. 5 checkers will be played today, 7 minutes plus 30 seconds each checker. Peter Wright, Henry Fisher mounted inside the field. Santos Anca is the third man. Facu Sola here, the top scorer of the competition with 19. Looking to add one more. And here the great Tommy Rinderknecht from Macro Media, taking the up from Polo Line, definitely. Great to see him around always. Next to him, Flaco Gastambide. And now everything is set to kick off the action here at Field of Honor number 1. We're going to be updating what's happening in the other grounds. Kazakh and La Fija playing at La Madeleine in the Dourdan area, while Mungo and La Berta play here in Chantilly. Of course, those matches will be available on demand. And the game is on. Reaching out for the ball, Chulo Guerrero, also Matt Perry, and now Max Charlton putting some pressure on Chulo Guerrero. Was trying to pick that ball, and now Matt Perry, who had a very good year playing for Haptur in Dubai and then for Pub Place in England. Chulo Guerrero with the under the neck approach, looking for Facundo Sola. Here comes Facu, ready to enter the play, to take it all the way to the other end, chased by Spencer McCarthy. Another approach, the ball stays in behind, and now James Emlor picking it up for Emlor. Now Max, another approach, the marking by Matt Perry, and now entering the danger zone was Will Harper. Now Facundo Sola leaving it for Chulo. Here comes Chulo Guerrero, hitting at goal, and the ball goes wide to the right hand side, and Max Charlton will be resuming from the back. Chulo, nice angle by Javier Guerrero from the boards to the center, hitting at goal again, second attempt of the day for Esso, but the ball goes wide again, and Emlor will be resuming from the back. Now Max Charlton resuming from the back. Good pressure there by William Harper. Still Max taking care of the ball. Nice angle by Max Charlton, but a strong pressure remains by Will Harper, and now coming from a different angle to support Max was Matt Perry. Here comes Matthew Perry. The ball passing by, looking for James Emlor. A good anticipation there by Facundo Sola, and now Max Charlton again to pick it up. The top scorer for this Emlor side in the tournament, a total of 11 goals so far in this competition. Max. The ball passing by, and now Spencer McCarthy trying to pick it up. The ball stays a little bit loose over there, and now Chulo Guerrero linking back with Facundo Sola. Here comes the top scorer of the tournament, Facu Sola, who is back in Chantilly after many years. Facu, chased by Max. Another approach over the midfield line by Facundo Sola. Here he comes. Challenged by Matt Perry. The marking by Perry, and now Max Charlton towards the other end. Covering the field was Javier Guerrero. Chulo, who also played for Esso during the Soto Grande season, playing in the local category. Spencer McCarthy now. A nice approach by Spencer, a little bit open to the left hand side. A new approach there, and coming to pick it up was Javier Guerrero. Nice turning by Chulo, taken by Max Charlton, and the first whistle of the day. Let's see what's the decision here by the umpires. So also the players taking the opportunity for changing to get some fresh legs for the remaining minutes of jacket number 1. Let's see what's the decision here, whether it was a foul called in favor or against Esso when Chulo Guerrero was turning and Max Charlton went to take him. So indeed, foul in attack, so Chulo Guerrero gets ready to resume from the back through this penalty from the spot. Chulo. And now Facundo Sola. Nice angle by Facundo Sola. Open to the right hand side. Chased by Matthew Perry. Another approach by Facundo over the midfield line. Still Facundo Sola. Nice angle by Facu Sola to enter the danger zone. Here he comes to open the score here at Field of Honor number 1. The approach at goal by Facundo Sola. And the ball goes wide to the left hand side. Third goal attempt by Esso in the game. Unfortunately for them, the ball went wide. So Emlor gets ready to resume again from the back. Max. A whistle. Not sure what happened, if there was a blocking or something, because I didn't get to see. No, it looked as if Max will be now resuming the game, and now the game is on. Max Charlton. Challenge there by Will Harper, who went up front to be the first defender in this play. Max towards the right hand side, looking for Matthew Perry. And now covering the field was Chulo Guerrero. Nice open back shot to link with Facundo Sola. Here comes Facu, open to the left hand side. Nice turning by Facu. Still in possession of the ball. Esso looking for the first goal of the day. Nice angle by Facu from the boards to the center. The under the neck shot by Facundo Sola. The ball passing by. Covering it was Max Charlton. The ball went over the back line, and Emlor will be resuming from the back into the last 2 minutes of play of this check number 1. In this game where Esso and Emlor are tied. Now, resuming the play is Matthew Perry with a long approach, looking for James Emlin, who was standing up front, coming from behind to pick it up. Also Max putting some pressure on Facundo Sola, who was covering the field. Here he comes, Facu Sola. Approach it there by Emlin. Facu. Challenge there by Matt Perry. Then Spencer McCarthy with a very good back shot on the near side. Here comes Matthew Perry hitting from a long range. The ball passing by. Covering the ball is now Javier Guerrero. Chulo with the back shot on the near side. Coming to pick it up again, Will Harper. The marking by Matt, and the whistle. Let's see what's the decision here by the umpires. Let's see what's the decision here by the umpires. Some explanations there by one of the umpires on Spencer McCarthy following that whistle. So it's going to be in favor of Esso. We're going at least to the center of the field for 5B. A very tight contest in this beginning of the game. A goalless game so far here at Field of Honor number 1, with the second game of the day. Javier Guerrero with the ball passing by, looking for Ian Gallian, who was standing up front. Also Facundo Sola trying to enter the play. A good resolve in there in the back by Spencer McCarthy. And now Max Charlton with the approach, linking with James Emlin, not taking it all the way. And now Spencer with the first tapping. Coming from behind was Javier Guerrero. Still Spencer with a new attempt, a little bit open to the left hand side, trying to take it all the way. When we listen to the first bell, still the ball is in play. Chulo with the approach, looking for Facundo Sola. Here comes Facu Sola, starting to launch this attack. Facu open towards the left hand side. The approach at goal from a very long range. Let's see if he can take a new hit, but here comes the final bell, the end of checker number 1 here at Field of Honor number 1. Esso and Emlor are tied in no goals yet. After the break, we'll be back with checker number 2.
Hommes sur 10 préfèrent la bille Carbon Protect de L'Oréal Men Expert. Même les plus grands sportifs, une protection 48 heures pour affronter tous vos défis. Et pour garder le rythme, découvrez le nouveau soin anti-fatigue Hydra Énergétique. Votre peau est transformée, hydratée et énergisée. Faites l'essai, L'Oréal Men Expert, parce que vous le valez bien.
Back here in Chantilly at Field of Honor number 1 into checker number 2. Esso and Emlor are tied in 0. A goalless game so far in the second contest of the day. Some words there also by Nacho Gonzalez, part of the staff of Emlor, who was also playing in Deauville actually, Nacho. One of the officials back in the ground, ready to get check number 2 underway. Remember that simultaneously there are 2 more matches going on at this Open de France. Kazakh is leading 4-0 over La Fija after the first checker, while on the other game where Mungo is playing against La Berta, they're still playing on the first checker. There we see the players from Esso. I'm not sure if something is happening with some of the players so far. Meanwhile, the people enjoying this afternoon here in Chantilly. A bit warm. And as we mentioned, tomorrow there will be more live polo on Polo Line TV. So still waiting for the players to be back in the field. Emlor and Esso are tying in no goals. Esso with Ian Galien, Will Harper, Facu Sola, Javier Guerrero. Emlor with Spencer McCarthy, James Emblin, Matt Perry, Max Charlton, an all-English team. And as soon as the players get back in the field, we'll be back with checker number 2.
In fact, we were talking about that yesterday. No, the other way around, because we played 2 times against them in Deauville, and now sometimes you think you know them too much, but then if they're going to surprise you in some other way. But bueno, it turned out well for us today. Juan and Simon today were outstanding, I think, in the game, and we could break them, I think, after the halftime, and it was a good win. For me, all my life, Coupe d'Or was number 1, because when I grew up, Open de France was played in 14 goals and in June, and everybody was aiming for the Coupe d'Or. But now it would be a lie, because it's true that we just won the Coupe d'Or, but now Open de France, I think, with 18 teams, in my career, in my season, it's top of the list, yes, for sure. See, we have, I think, a deciding game against the Talandrakas on Thursday. I think that if we win, we have a good possibility to go through. The bad thing is that we saw them play yesterday, and they seem like machines, so it's going to be really, really tough. For me, Corchito was always an example in polo and in life, and in the way he's very consistent, he's very disciplined, and he has his goals very clear, and he goes for them. So for me, he was always an example. I always went to him for advice in polo, and he helped me a lot in my career. And he did that with his life. I mean, he was fighting for his life. He came back. We were happy to have him for some mate, and now we can share a polo field with him. He's a little bit crazy, but really, really brave, and I think it's a good example for everybody. It's very special because also I grew up here. I mean, this would be my home club. I don't have a home club in Argentina. I didn't play a lot in Argentina. I grew up here with my father. I know everybody in the club. Philippe, everybody who I saw the club grow. And for me also to see the club in this, like this, with these fields, with a tournament like this, it makes me really proud. And to play with Isa and Simon and Juan, it's a dream. I'm really, really enjoying it.
form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. Form is nothing other than emptiness, and emptiness is also nothing other than form.
Fatigué d'avoir l'air fatigué? Faites le break avec le nouveau soin Hydra énergétique de L'Oréal Men Expert, enrichi de 2 actifs antifatigue, vitamine C, protéines et Smatch. La peau est hydratée, énergisée, puis fraîche. Nickel, comme après une bonne nuit de sommeil. Découvrez le soin Hydra énergétique de L'Oréal Men Expert. Parce que vous le valez bien.
First Open de France and first 16 goal ever. Never played 16 goal. It's quite fast. It was really fast, and well, I'm lucky to have 2 teammates like impressive. They're so fast. You just turn around and they're already in front of you. And it was quite an experience. Lots of horsepower, yes. No, very good horses. It's all from La Magdalene's horses. No, the field was amazing. You don't slip at all, and you really don't have an excuse to miss. There's no divots, nothing. It's very nice. Yeah, the players against us were all 4 of them really good players, and when you let them 1 second ahead, they score. So it was our mistake, but we were able to get it at the end. So the most important.
Back in Chantilly, there's going to be a substitution for Emlor. There we are with Hazel Jackson replacing Spencer McCarthy, who got injured on one of his legs, and he decided to leave the field. So Hazel is going to make her debut in the Open de France, I believe. We're going to be confirming this, and it's great to see her taking the field for such a game, entering an all-English side as Emlor. Hazel, who will also be playing the Ladies French Open and then will fly to Argentina to play the season over there, and who is also playing the Trophée de Capitaine de Jeu, I understand, the 4-goal competition here in Chantilly. Meanwhile, Mungo is on the lead against Laberta, 4-1. So now let's go through the lineups once again. Esso with Ian Galien, Will Harper, Facu Sola, and Chulo Guerrero. On the other side, Emlor with now Hazel Jackson replacing Spencer McCarthy, James Emblin, Matt Perry, Max Charlton. And now Chaka number 2 is ready to bounce. There was an attempt at goal by Facundo Sola at the end of the first checker, so Emlor will be resuming from the back. Here we are with Hazel. Great to see her, I insist, playing in such a game. The same as Elena Benoit, who is playing for La Madeleine, one of the teams who remain unbeaten in the tournament. And Max Charlton is ready to get jacket number 2 underway after the stop. And the game is back on with Max Charlton. Max towards the left hand side to link with Matt Perry. Here comes Matt, playing as a number 3 for Emlor. Matt Perry, who played early this year for Habtoor, they reached the final of the Dubai Gold Cup, and then in England he played the high goal for Park Place. The approach there by James Emlin, chased by Ian Galien. Nice marking by Ian. Still James with the approach, coming from behind. It's going to be Hazel. The pickup by Hazel, but coming from a different angle was Chulo Guerrero, picking the line and earning this penalty in favor of Esso. Well done there by the Esso defender. So now it's going to be a penalty from the spot in favor of White. Meanwhile, at La Madeleine, after 2 checkers, Kazakh with Sebastián Aguetán, Nico Pieres, Antonio Egui, and Beltrán Laulé is on the lead 7-1 against La Fija with Artur Madrid, Agustín García Grossi, Juan Manuel García Grossi. They're at the Durdan area and Bauti Begheri. The long approach, now covering the field, will be Max Charlton. Get it there first. Here comes Max. Another approach by Max Charlton. Max towards the right hand side, linking with Matt Perry. Matt. The tapping there by Matt Perry. Challenged by Chulo Guerrero. The ball passing by. Looking for James Emlor, who was standing up front. Facusola taking him, and now Chulo changing the angle to link again with Facundo. Here comes Facusola, ready to enter the frame, and here he comes on the near side. Nice opportunity now for Essso over the midfield line. The approach by Facundo Sola, chased by Max Charlton and James Emlor. Facusola, the ball stays in behind, the saving by Max Charlton, and now towards the other end. Hazel now ready to pick it up, and there was a whistle. There we see one of the officials making the signal, saying that due to the way someone turned, there was a foul, and it's gonna be a penalty attempt at goal in favor of Essso, with the chance of opening the score here. So Chulo Guerrero now placing the ball for this penalty too. This 30-yard hit in favor of the white jersey team. Let's see if Facusola takes it, as he's been doing during this tournament, during the first two games actually for Essso. Facusola on that grey one, ready to take it. Here comes Facusola to open the score and reach a total of 20 goals in the competition, and Facusola does both. And now it's 1-0 to Essso in the beginning of this chapter number 2. Facusola with the first goal of the day. 1-0 to Essso. And now back to the center to resume the play. Facu picking it up in the lineup. Great opportunity now for Essso to extend the lead. Facu with clear field ahead. Another approach to enter the danger zone. Here comes Facundo Sola to score for the second consecutive time, and the ball goes wide to the right hand side. Unfortunately, he couldn't take it properly, and the ball left the ground out of bounds, and it's going to be Emlor resuming from the back. Following that opportunity, that goal attempt by Facundo Sola, Max Charlton gets ready to resume from the back. Max. The ball passing by James Emlor, going after it, also Facu. But following that write-off on Facusola, here comes Matthew Perry. The ball stays in behind, and now James Emlor ready to pick it up. Here comes James, linking with Max Charlton. Here comes Max, the highest rated player for Emlor in this tournament. Max, leaving it for Matt Perry, another very experienced player in this Emlor side. Matt, from the balls to the center, another approach. Here comes Matt Perry and the whistle. Both teams claiming that the foul was in their favor. Let's wait to see what's the decision by the officials after we get to see the instant replay. The foul was on attack. Matt Perry changed the line, and Facusola was very quickly picking it up to get this foul in their favor. There's going to be a penalty from the spot in favor of Essso. Facusola resuming the play, leaving it for Chulo Guerrero. A good pressure and good defense there by James Emlor. The tapping there by Chulo, and now Facundo Sola with the tapping. Matt Perry very quickly on top of it. Also Will Harper reaching out for the ball. Nice resolving by William Harper, and he's gonna leave it for Chulo Guerrero. Chulo with the ball passing by, and now it's going to be Hazel Jackson. No, Matt Perry first with the open back shot, looking for James Emlin, and also reaching the ball was Facundo Sola, changing the angle here. Linking with Javier Guerrero. Here comes Chulo Guerrero. Challenged by Hazel. The ball passing by. Finding Matt Perry actually first getting there, and now William Harper. Nice pickup by William Harper entering the danger zone. Hazel coming from a different angle when Facu Sola was about to hit at goal. A whistle. The time is out. We're gonna check the play once again in the instant replay. Facu here, ready to take the shot behind William Harper, and the foul and a new penalty too in favor of Esso to extend the lead. It's going to be taken by William Harper actually. Will Harper from 30 yards scoring for Esso, his first goal today. To extend the lead in favor of the white jersey team, looking for a new win in the tournament to get closer to the following stage, which will be the quarterfinals. A whistle, and now the game is back on this jacket number 2. Matt Perry taking care of the ball. Coming from behind was Max Charlton. Here comes Max Charlton once again leading the attack for Emlor, chased by William Harper. Still Max. The marking by I was Chulo Guerrero actually, and now closing the day Facundo Sola with a great backshot on the near side, and now to the other end Ian Gallian ready to pick it up. Here comes Ian, the ball stays in behind, giving some continuity. Chulo Guerrero, and now Max Charlton. Nice turning by Emlor's number 4. Here he comes Max, trying to make a breakaway into the defense, and then James Emlin with the under the neck approach, looking for the post. The ball going wide to the right hand side. Another attempt, and the ball goes over the back line. No, it was covered by Chulo Guerrero. Indeed, the ball ended up going over the back line, and Esso will be resuming from the back into the last minute of play of this jacket number 2, or until the first bell. Facundo linking with Chulo Guerrero. Chulo approached there by Max Charlton. Chulo Guerrero looking for Ian Gallian, very well anticipated by Matt Perry, and now on the turning James Emlin, and now Max Charlton. Here comes Max Charlton with the tapping, and now from the balls to the center Max Charlton. Another approach leading the attack for Emlor, and now coming from behind to pick it up was Ian Gallian. Nice entry there in the play. 10 seconds until the first bell. Matt Perry, and now Max again. Max Charlton from the balls to the center. Nice breakaway by Max Charlton on the first bell. The approach at goal on the near side and under the neck. Nice way of closing the checker by Max Charlton. What a nice score. Look, nice breakaway, and then taking a shot on the near side and under the neck to score, to close the gap in the end of jacket number 2. So we're going to a break. Esso leading 2-1 over Emlor. We'll be back from Field of Honor number 1 with jacket number 3.
la passion. La compétence. L'exclusivité. Le choix dans chaque détail. Le goût des dépassements des soi, du challenge. L'attrait pour la compétition, dans ce qu'elle a de plus noble. L'esprit d'équipe pour atteindre un objectif commun.
Autant de valeurs que Engelfögers partage avec l'univers du polo. Et autant de valeurs que nos conseillers Engelfögers défendent chaque jour sur leur terrain d'expertise. Être à votre écoute, vous accompagner et vous satisfaire, c'est notre challenge en chaque instant.
Back in Chantilly, ready to enter checker number 3. Esso on the lead 2-1, a very tight contest, very few goals. Meanwhile, an update on the other matches. After 2 checkers, Mungo and Laberta are tied in 4. Mungo with Patrick Eichenteter, Tete Storni, Pierre-Henri Engomou and Eduard Pan. Laberta with Bruno Ben-Susan, Caco Araya, Juan Cruz Araya and Jero del Carril. And at La Madeleine, in the Dourdan area, Kazak, after 3 checkers, is leading 10-3 over La Fija. So again, we'll be live from San Isidro since next Tuesday with the beginning of the Jockey Club Open Copa Tai Polo. All matches will be available at pololine.tv, many of them live. So stay tuned for the live schedule of the Jockey Club Open. The teams will be unveiled today following the official launching of the tournament. So stay tuned. The final will be on Saturday, September the 23rd. And now here the game is on. Hazel Jackson, we remember everybody, is replacing Spencer McCarthy, who left the field after the first checker due to an injury on one of his legs, and he decided that it was better to leave the game. So hopefully, and basically, we wish him a speedy recovery. Here, back to the game, a whistle. Let's see what's the decision by the umpires. I think there's going to be a throw-in actually. Facundo Sola taking care of the ball, the top scorer of the tournament, 20 goals by Facu. Chulo Guerrero looking for Will Harper, who was running up front, but also Max Charlton was taking Facu Sola beforehand. Here comes Max. Nice turning by Emlor's number 4. Emlor looking for their second win in this tournament after having beat Los Dragones Rouge and after having lost against Talandrakas. The under the neck approach by Max Charlton. Speeding up to get there first was Chulo Guerrero. Here comes Chulo. Javier Guerrero. Challenge there by James Emlin, taking care of the ball. Also approached from the back by Hazel Jackson. And now James Emlin looking for the ball. Now Chulo Guerrero. Chulo again. And Hazel with the turning, a whistle. And now the time is out. Let's see what's the decision by the umpires. Matt Perry there with the goal after having received from Max Charlton, and now it's 2-all. And now back to the center to resume the play. A very tight contest here. Matt Perry again, one of the best so far in this beginning. Here comes Matt, open towards the right hand side, challenged there by Chulo Guerrero. Also coming from behind, Facundo Sola, who really quickly picked the line. Then Matt turned a little bit. Here we're going to see it. There. So it's going to be from the spot in favor of Esso. Here again from the main camera, we're going to see that as soon as Facu Sola saw that Matt Perry was turning a little bit, he started raising his mallet, knowing that he had a chance to claim for a foul. And now Chulo Guerrero gets ready to resume the play from the spot. 2-all. Chulo, he's going to leave it for Facundo Sola, but now he's being challenged by James Emlin, and now Facundo. Here comes Facu Sola, who will be joining Lache, the second team of Lache, for the Argentine Triple Crown. Chulo Guerrero back for Facundo Sola. Nice anticipation there by Matt Perry, who's really active during this first half. Here comes Perry over the midfield line, a little bit open towards the left hand side. The marking there by Chulo Guerrero. A strong defense by Javier Guerrero. And now James Emlin trying to give some continuity. Facundo Sola here turning the approach by Hazel Jackson, and now on the near side Facu changing the angle. Here comes Ian Galien, and now Will Harper head to head against James Emlin. Still Harper, nice opportunity for Esso, putting the game up front. The ball goes towards the center, and now James Emlin with the shot on the near side. And now Chulo with the open back shot. 3 great ones in this moment of the game for Esso. Will Harper now over the marking by James Emlin, hits in at goal. Nice open shot by Will Harper to score for the second time today, to give the lead back to Esso. William Harper scoring, and now it's 3-2 to Esso. It's worth taking a look again at that one by William Harper. And now Esso on the lead by 1, 3 goals to 2. Back to the center with a lot to go still in this first half of the game. Meanwhile, at halftime, La Berta is leading 9-6 over Mungo. Also here in Chantilly, we'll be updating soon what's going on with Kazak and La Fija. Now Chulo Guerrero. Javier Guerrero with the ball passing by, a long approach looking for Will Harper, who was standing up front. A good back shot by Max Charlton to take the danger away. Also the pressure by Facundo Sola and Hazel Jackson. A good resolving by Hazel. And now James Emlin ready to enter the play. Here comes James, open towards the right hand side. Here comes James Emlin. Coming from behind to support him was Matt Perry. Nice angle by Matt Perry going towards the danger zone. Nice entry again. Nice breakaway by Matt Perry. The final approach by Matt Perry to score and set the equalizer. Matt Perry with his second goal today. A nice scoring by the English player. Look. There, the breakaway and then the open back shot. The final tapping to score. Now it's 3-all. When we're reaching the end of the first half. And now back to the center to resume the play. Facundo Sola, one of the last plays of this check number 3. Facundo still in possession of the ball. Challenge there in the back by Matthew Perry. Now Hazel Jackson completing the move in defense. And now William Harper. Here comes Will Harper. Taking his time, trying to enter the defense. Nice approach. Nice breakaway by William Harper. A little bit open to the right hand side. The marking by James Emlin. The hit at goal by William Harper. And the ball goes wide. Nice action there by William Harper. there, well, the marking by James Emlor, the Essso players were claiming that there was a foul, but let's wait to see what's the decision there by the officials. Yeah, indeed a foul, a penalty from the spot, and what an opportunity for them to close the first half with a score. Here comes Facundo Sola to take it. A penalty too from the spot in this case, and Facu Sola scores to give the lead back to Essso in the end of this first half at the Field of Honor number 1 in Chantilly. Esso is on the lead 4-3 over Emlor. After the break, after the halftime, we'll be back from Chantilly with checker number 4.
In fact, we were talking about that yesterday. No, the other way around, because we played 2 times against them in Deauville, and now sometimes you think you know them too much, but then if they're going to surprise you in some other way. But bueno, it turned out well for us today. Juan and Simon today, they were outstanding, I think, in the game, and we could break them, I think, after the halftime, and it was a good win. For me, all my life, Coupe d'Or was number 1, because when I grew up, Open de France was played in 14 goals and in June, and everybody was aiming for the Coupe d'Or.
Yo no voy a que...
But now it would be a lie, because it's true that we just won the Coupe d'Or, but now Open de France, I think, with 18 teams, in my career, in my season, it's top of the list, yes, for sure. See, we have, I think, a deciding game against the Talandrakas on Thursday. I think that if we win, we have a good possibility to go through. The bad thing is that we saw them play yesterday, and they seem like machines, so it's going to be really, really tough. For me, Corchito was always an example in polo and in life, and in the way he's very consistent, he's very disciplined, and he has his goals very clear, and he goes for them. So for me, he was always an example. I always went to him for advice in polo, and he helped me a lot in my career. And he did that with his life. I mean, he was fighting for his life. He came back. We were happy to have him for some mate, and now we can share a polo field with him. He's a little bit crazy, but really, really brave, and I think it's a good example for everybody. It's very special because also I grew up here. I mean, this would be my home club. I don't have a home club in Argentina. I didn't play a lot in Argentina. I grew up here with my father. I know everybody in the club, Philippe, everybody who I saw the club grow. And for me also to see the club in this, like this, with these fields, with a tournament like this, it makes me really proud. And to play with Isa and Simon and Juan, it's a dream. I'm really, really enjoying it.
Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. Form is nothing other than emptiness, and emptiness is also nothing other than form.
Fatigué d'avoir l'air fatigué? Faites le break avec le nouveau soin Hydra énergétique de L'Oréal Men Expert, enrichi de 2 actifs anti-fatigue, vitamine C, protéines et Smatch. La peau est hydratée, énergisée, puis fraîche.
Nickel, comme après une bonne nuit de sommeil.
Découvrez le soin Hydra énergétique de L'Oréal Men Expert.
Parce que vous le valez bien.
First Open de France and first 16 goal ever. Never played 16 goal. It's quite fast. It was really fast, and well, I'm lucky to have 2 teammates like impressive. They're so fast. You just turn around and they're already in front of you. And it was quite an experience. Lots of horsepower, yes. No, very good horses. It's all from La Magdalene's horses. No, the field was amazing. You don't slip at all, and you really don't have an excuse to miss. There's no divots, nothing. It's very nice. Yeah, the players against us were all 4 of them really good players, and when you let them 1 second ahead, they score. So it was our mistake, but we were able to get it at the end. So the most important.
Unbelievable. I've never been here before. Love it. Such a great atmosphere, so friendly.
What Pierre is doing here with the Polo Club Start is just phenomenal.
Good organization, so it's good polo.
Ready for the finals. Well, cheer up now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pro Polo World Cup 2023. We believe that we won too much. Raúl, la placer. Gracias, amigo. Y buen viaje.
Back in Chantilly, ready to enter the second half. No goals during the first checker, 2-1, 4-3 in favor of Esso into checker number 4 into the second half. Following the halftime, a goal through a penalty from the spot scored by Facundo Sola to give the lead to his team. Some numbers: field goals 1 and 3, throw-ins 5 and 3, fouls committed 2 and 8, penalties 3 out of 3 in favor of Esso. Emlor had a 60, which they couldn't score. No corners attempts, no yellow cards. Some numbers of the first half into the second half of this game. Esso looking for their 3rd win, while Emlor is looking for their 2nd win in this Open de France. Esso playing on white with Ian Galien, Will Harper, Facu Sola, Chulo Guerrero. Emlor with Hazel Jackson replacing Spencer McCarthy, James Emblin, Matt Perry and Max Charlton. And here go Chulo Guerrero, no, William Harper head to head against Matt Perry. Nice backshot by Matt. Good defending skills there by Matt Perry. And now also entering the play was Facundo Sola. Linking with Javier Guerrero. Here comes Chulo. Back to Facundo. Here comes Facundo Sola from the boards to the center. Nice angle. The marking now by Max Charlton. Nice. Open back shot by Charlton, taking the danger away. And now Facundo once again turning there. Facu. And now Max. Max Charlton. The back shot there. And now James Emlin with another shot. Matt Perry now entering the play, chased by Facundo Sola, giving some continuity was Max Charlton. Back to Matt Perry, and now covering the field is going to be Facundo. Facu Sola, challenge there in the back by Max Charlton. Nice pickup by Max. Also entering the play was Will Harper and Javier Guerrero, and now running up front is Facundo Sola, ready to pick it up. The approach there, chased by Hazel Jackson. Nice recovery by Hazel, who's gonna get there first. Hazel, nice turning there by Hazel Jackson, and now with Max Charlton and Facu was awaiting, and then Hazel bump onto him. Let's see again, let's watch it again from a different angle. Look there, Hazel ended up committing a foul on Facundo Sola. A whistle, and Esso will have the chance to extend the lead here in the beginning of checker number 4. Meanwhile, after 4 checkers at La Madeleine, Kazakh is on the lead, 13 goals to 4 over La Fija. Kazakh looking for their first win in this tournament. Meanwhile, also here in Chantilly, into the last checker, La Berta is on the lead over Mungo, 11 goals to 7. La Berta looking for their second consecutive win, the same as Mungo, but still Bruno Bensoussan's team leading by 4. So here comes Facundo Sola to take it. A penalty 3, a 40-yard hit in favor of Esso. Facundo Sola hitting and scoring for Esso to extend the lead, reaching a total of 22 goals in this competition. Facundo, 130, one penalty from the spot, one 40-yard hit scored by Facundo, all through penalties today. In the last couple of matches, Facundo managed to score 10 and 9 goals respectively against Tedelu and Shokimole. Max Charlton with the approach, looking for Matt Perry. Here comes Matt entering the frame. The first tapping there, a little bit open to the right hand side. The approach at goal by Matt Perry. The ball going wide to the right hand side, and Esso gets ready to resume from the back. And here comes Chulo Guerrero to put the ball back into play towards the left hand side, and here comes Facu Sola to pick it, but first there was James Emlin. James with the back shot on the near side, bringing the ball back in, and now the pressure by Matt Perry. Nice angle, nice effort by Matthew Perry, trying to take it all the way. The ball goes over the back line, and Esso will be resuming from the back. So here comes Facundo Sola, putting the ball back into play, resuming and linking with Javier Guerrero. Here comes Chulo Guerrero, taking his time. The approach, the ball passing by, well anticipated by Hazel Jackson. The backshot there by Hazel to assist James Emley. Nice backshot by Javier Guerrero, and now Matthew Perry again. Here comes Matthew, here comes Matt Perry, challenged there by Will Harper. Still Matt Perry hitting at goal from a long range. The ball passing by, and it goes wide to the right hand side, and Esso again will be resuming from the back, putting a lot of pressure, Emlor, on that Esso's end, but still No goals for them in this Jagger. Chulo looking for Facundo Sola. Now it's going to be taken by Matthew Perry. Here comes Matt, taking care of the ball. Nice turning by Matthew Perry, in possession of the ball, taking his time, finding the best positioning to find a new goal attempt for Emlor. Here comes Matthew Perry. Nice angle to enter the danger zone. Here comes Matthew Perry to hit at goal, but Javier Guerrero was claiming that Max Charlton was committing a foul to him, but let's wait to see what's the decision by the officials. Matt again here, the turning. Some complainings there. And there's going to be a penalty from the spot in favor of White. Esso holding on in the back, defending really well. Attack after attack. Chulo Guerrero. And now Facundo Sola, ready to pick it up towards the left hand side. Facu Sola linking with Javier Guerrero. Here comes Chulo Guerrero. Challenged by Emblem, also by Matthew Perry. Facu Sola was coming from a different angle, claiming that he was being fouled by Max Charlton. Let's take a look again at what just happened. Here we're going to see Javier Guerrero reaching the ball properly. And it's going to be from the spot. In favor of White. Javier Guerrero ready to resume the play.
Ready! Hey! Jan, con el 3. Jan, con el 3.
Ian con el 3. Ian go with number 3. Those were the words by one of his teammates for Ian Galien. And now Chulo Guerrero to Facundo Sola. Here comes Facu, open to the left hand side. The marking there by James Emblin, and now the pickup by Matthew Perry. Very active in this. Check number 4 for Emlor. The approach there, looking for Emblin, but covering the field is going to be William Harper. Will the approach, the ball stays a little bit short also in the back, but now Facundo Sola with a very nice turning, trying to make a breakaway over Hazel Jackson there. Facu still in possession of the ball, head to head against Matthew Perry. He has fresh legs enough to take it all the way. Facundo Sola looking to add one more for Esso to extend the lead. Facu Sola again, good direction, entering the danger zone. Here comes Facundo Sola, the ball stays in behind the defense by Matthew Perry. Now Max Charlton, what a saving now by Emlor. Facu Sola getting really close to score, but now here comes Max Charlton. Max with the ball passing by, and here is going to be Matthew Perry over the midfield line, chased by Facundo. Matt Perry, nice angle there by Facu Sola. And now Chulo Guerrero with the open back shot. When we listen to the first bell, 30 more seconds to play until the game stops. Max Charlton now head to head against William Harper. Max. Still in possession of the ball. Max Charlton, the under the neck approach. He was being taken by Ian Galien, and now Will Harper to link with Javier Guerrero, but here comes the end of checker number 4 on a very tight contest. Esso is on the lead, 5-3 over Emlor after the break. We'll be back from Chantilly with checker number 5. Taken by Jules. Another run by Los Dragones, number 2, the marking by Simon, and now Juan Gris Zabaleta picking it up, and now Juan Gris towards the other end, looking to seal the win over the midfield line. Here comes Juan Gris Zabaleta to extend the lead, another tapping, great angle to take it all the way to the other end, correcting the last move and scoring for Tedelu to take a 5-goal lead. all set here in Chantilly, ready to enter checker number 5. Checker by checker, no goals during the first one. 2-1, 4-3, 5-3 into the last checker of play, of course, unless there is a tie among the teams. But so far Esso managed to take an important lead on a very tight contest, defending a lot of attacking attempts, a lot of goal attempts on their own end. And this is how they enter the last checker. With James Emlor ready to bounce in this checker number 5. Tomorrow there are gonna be 3 matches. Los Dragones against Jokemole, San Mem against Jolly Roger, and Talandrakas against Tedelu. Stay tuned to the social media of Polo Line and Chantilly's Polo Club Chantilly social media for the updates in the schedule. So far 11 AM the first game, 11 AM local time in France. Max Charlton now. The marking by Chulo Guerrero, a whistle very quickly into this checker number 5. We're gonna take a look again at what just happened in the instant replay. It's gonna be in favor of red, the foul goal against Javier Guerrero. By the way, he entered the play. So Max Charlton gets ready to resume. Max with the ball, passing by, a strong approach by Max Charlton. The final tapping by James Emlor. The ball goes over the back line, and Esso will be resuming from the back. Julian Ryan there following the action, playing for Eternal J, winners of the Nations Cup early this year, the 12 goal competition that will be back in June next year at the Polo Club Domaine de Chantilly. Chulo Guerrero with the ball passing by, looking for Facundo Sola. Nice pickup by Facundo Sola over the midfield line, chased by Max Charlton, adding up some speed to this play. Here comes Facundo Sola, the back shot by Max Charlton, and now Facu again, a new attempt for the top scorer. Here he comes from the boards to the center. The final tapping by Facundo Sola, showing all his skills, adding one more for Esso to extend the lead, to make it 6-3 here again. Facundo with the final approach there. 4 goals today by Facundo. Total of 23 in this tournament. Top scorer. Meanwhile, also here in Chantilly, La Berta secured their second win in this competition. They beat Mungo by 14-8 score. And now Matthew Perry. Here comes Matt Perry. Still a lot to go here, anybody's game. Here comes Matt Perry, nice breakaway, entering the danger zone, the marking by Facundo Sola. Now William Harper with the back shot, picking it up was Max Charlton. Here comes Max, open to the left, the marking now by Chulo Guerrero. Nice action there by Chulo. James Emlor entering the play. There was a whistle. The time is out. Let's see what happens. See Chulo picking the ball here, turning, and then James Emlor crossing over that line to steal out the ball. We're going to the center of the field for a 5B. And also in the do-down area at La Madeleine, Kazakh beat La Fija 13-7. First win for Sebastián Aguetán, Nico Pérez, Antonio Egui, and Beltrán Laulé. For La Berta, Bruno Benzuzán, Caco Araya, Juan Cruz Araya, Angelo del Carril. Second win for Laberta, first one for Kazakh. And here Esso is looking for their third win in the tournament. Facundo Sola over the marking by Max Charlton. I don't know if Max received the order of clearing away from that play or what happened, but we're gonna take a look at the instant replay. Facundo, there, he was already complaining that Max moved from one side of the line to the other and he ended up committing a foul, and Esso will have a very good opportunity to extend the lead in a key moment of the game. On such a tight contest, a 4-goal lead would be almost impossible to overcome. And here comes Facu Sola placing the ball for this penalty. Today 130, one penalty from the spot, 140-yard hit scored by Facundo. Now looking for a new one from 30 yards to take a 4-goal lead. Facundo Sola hitting and scoring to extend the lead now in favor of Esso. (7-3) for Esso in this game. Back to the center now to resume the play halfway through checker number 5 in the Esso, and a very, very good lead. The game is now on. Take the back were the words by Facundo Sola on Will Harper. Unfortunately, Facu couldn't pick it up properly. And now on the turning, let's see who gets there first. Facundo will be. No, Chulo Guerrero. Javier Guerrero. Still in possession of the ball. Here comes Chulo. Finding a good positioning. Still taking care of it. Taking step by step. And now Facundo Sola entering the play. The open shot by Facundo Sola. The ball passing by, but it ended up going wide. And Emlor will be resuming from the back. Here comes Matthew Perry. Open to the right hand side. Nice marking there by, I think it was Chulo Guerrero. And on the turning, getting there first is going to be Max Charlton. Challenged by Will Harper. Here comes William Harper. Nice entry there. The marking by Emlin. And now Guerrero. Chulo. Here comes Chulo Guerrero from the boards to the center. The under the neck approach. Trying to put some pressure on their opponents. Good resolving by Matt Perry. And now Facu Sola again with that back shot on the near side. Changing the angle. And now Chulo Guerrero. Back with Facundo. But it was very well anticipated by Hazel Jackson. And now Facundo coming from behind. On the second attempt was Guerrero. Here comes Chulo. Jugala, play it. Other words for Chulo. A good marking though by Matt Perry. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Matt Perry wins already by Kazakh and Laberta. Also by Amanara earlier today. We have listened to a whistle. Let's see. There we listen to a whistle. A problem here with Hazel's horse. So I think that all players will be changing into the last moments of the Spencer McCarthy since checker number 2, since the end of checker number 1 actually. There we are also with Ian Galien, Flaco Bernal, close to him, Cristian Bernal, who played for the Esso team during the Soto Grande season, where they reached the finals of the silver and the gold cups in the low gold category.
It's just a drop ball from the side. Okay, ready, play!
Resuming the play here, Chulo Guerrero. Looking for William Harper, who was standing up front, but he was being really well marked by James Emlin. Still Emlin with the ball. Nice action by Emlor's number 2. Coming from behind was Hazel Jackson. Now Facu Sola also entering the play. And Max Charlton finally clearing the ball from that formation. Max Charlton with a long approach, linking with himself. Max Charlton with a new attempt, assisting Matt Perry. Here comes Matthew Perry to score the approach at goal, and Matthew Perry scoring for Emlor to close the gap. Nice bonding between Max Charlton and Matt Perry for Matt's third goal of the day. Here, a long approach, but it went straight in. So Matt Perry scores. And now it's 7-4 in favor of Esso. We are reaching the end of the game. Facundo trying to pick it up. Also Ian Galien. Chulo. The back shot there. A whistle. There again. Max getting ready to play the ball. A foul call against Chulo Guerrero, and now it's going to be a penalty from the spot, very close to the center of the field. Probably the last ball of the game. And Max Charlton resuming the play. The ball passing by, deflected in the way and stopped by William Harper again. A new attempt for Max Charlton. Max, the entry by Facundo Sola. Now James Emlin. Here comes James entering the danger zone, trying to hit at goal when we listen to the final bell here at Field of Honor number 1. Esso has claimed their third win in this Open de France, following a 7-4 win over Emlor on the closing contest of a new day of action of the Open de France, on a day that saw Amanara, Kazak, Laberta and now Esso claiming wins on this Wednesday. The checker by checker progression, no goals during the first checker. 2-1, 4-3, 5-3, 7 goals to 4 in favor of the white jersey team over Emlor. To get really close to the following stage of the Open de France, there will be more action tomorrow, starting at 11 AM with Los Dragones Rouge and Choque Mole. But now, a good moment to see the last moments of today's game and some of the best moments of play. Max Charlton, a nice breakaway by Max, finishing it with a tapping on the near side and under the neck to score at the end of checker number 2 on a moment that Esso was leading 2-1. Then this guy, Facundo, scoring. Then a good entry there by Matthew Perry with a final tapping there, a great open back shot to score for Emlor on a moment where the contest was tied. And then this goal also by Facundo Sola, the marquee player, the top scorer of this competition, who ended up scoring 5 goals today. 7-4 to Esso, field goals 2 and 4. Throw-ins 1, 6 and 7, fouls committed 4 and 14. A huge difference there. Penalties 5 of 5 scored by Esso. Emlor had only 1 attempt from 60 yards, which they couldn't score. No corners, no yellow cards. So Esso claims their third win in this Open de France. So on behalf of the Polo Line TV crew, my name is Andrés Ugarte. We'll be back tomorrow from 11 AM. Still, we encourage you all to check our social media and also the club's social media to see updates on schedule. Till then, thanks again and have a good one. Bye bye.